There is a teaching found in old Taoist texts. Spring never hurries its blossoms. Autumn never delays its harvest. The seasons arrive in their own time, each carrying its own gift. Spring does not force its flowers to open. Autumn does not hold back its harvest. Each season arrives when it is ready, bringing exactly what is needed. The cherry tree does not apologize for its bare branches in winter, nor does it force its blossoms to appear before their time. Like the tree, we also pass through seasons. But many of us have forgotten something important. These seasons do not only happen in the world around us. Within each person are inner seasons, changing according to their own quiet rhythm. There are times when our energy rises like spring. Ideas begin to appear. New plans take shape. Something within us feels ready to move again. Enthusiasm rises like sap through the trunk of a tree. Possibility seems to return. We feel drawn to begin, create, repair, or renew. This is our inner spring. It carries the gentle strength of new life, reaching toward the light. Then there are times of inner summer. These are periods of energy, connection, and outward movement. We feel able to give more of ourselves. Work progresses steadily. Relationships feel easier to maintain. The things we have planted begin to grow under the warmth of our attention. We naturally reach toward others. We speak, contribute, collaborate, and share. This is inner summer, open and alive. After summer comes autumn within us. This is a time of gathering, ripening, and reflecting on what has grown through our experience. We begin to ask what life has taught us. We gather the lessons from our work, relationships, successes, and disappointments. A natural letting go begins. Like leaves falling from a tree, we release what no longer supports us and keep what continues to nourish our lives. This is inner autumn, rich with the fruit of experience. And finally, winter arrives within us. This is a time of rest and silence and turning inward. Like seeds sleeping beneath dark soil, we withdraw so that something deeper can be restored. During these periods, life may feel quieter. Our energy becomes more reserved. We may need more solitude and fewer demands. But this is not emptiness. It is the fullness of rest. It is the hidden work of renewal taking place in stillness. Many of us believe that we should always live in summer, always active, always productive, always available, always ready to contribute. Modern life often teaches us that winter is failure, that rest is laziness, and that quietness is a form of stagnation. But nature does not live this way, and neither do we. A tree that tried to bloom through winter would exhaust itself. A seed that refused to rest in the dark soil would never develop strong roots. Recognizing your inner seasons is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is the beginning of living in greater harmony with your own nature. Think for a moment about the rhythm of your life. When did you last feel the unmistakable arrival of spring within you? Perhaps you suddenly felt ready to begin a project that had been waiting for months. Perhaps you wanted to restore a neglected room, return to an old interest, or make a change in your work. Perhaps you woke one morning with a sense that life was opening again. There was no need to force the feeling. Something within you was simply ready to move. This was inner spring, announcing itself naturally, like sap rising through a tree after winter. And when did you last feel winter within you? That clear need to step back from noise, responsibility, and constant conversation? Perhaps a family gathering felt heavier than usual. Perhaps another meeting, obligation, or social invitation seemed to require energy you did not have. Perhaps the work that normally interested you began to feel distant. You found yourself wanting silence, a slower evening, or time alone without having to explain anything. Your energy was not disappearing. It was turning inward, like a plant protecting its strength for future growth. Many people feel guilty during these inner winters. Those with demanding careers may believe they should maintain the same energy throughout the year. Parents may feel they must always remain available. Those who have spent years caring for others may feel uncomfortable when they need care themselves. But when these rhythms are respected, winter is no longer seen as an obstacle to productivity. It becomes part of its foundation. Silence restores clarity. Rest renews the strength from which meaningful action later arises. Much of our suffering comes from resisting these seasons. We try to harvest when it is time to plant. We try to blossom when we should be resting beneath the soil. We demand answers when something in us still needs silence. We fill our inner winter with meetings, obligations, and social commitments, then wonder why we feel depleted. We postpone beginning during inner spring, then wonder why the original energy disappears. But what if we stopped forcing ourselves to live in endless summer? What if we learned to respect our natural rhythm? What if winter were not a problem to solve, but a form of wisdom to receive? The Taoist sages used the word ziran, meaning naturalness, allowing things to be what they truly are. They also spoke of wu wei, action without force, moving in harmony with the natural flow of life. A river does not argue with the rocks in its path. It does not waste itself, demanding a straight road. It finds the opening and continues, flowing with patience and persistence. You do not need to manufacture a life of constant summer. You do not need to force spring when winter is what your body and mind require. When spring returns, and it will return, it will arrive through its own natural strength. No amount of pressure can create the same authentic movement. A wise person learns to read the signs of inner weather. They notice when change is beginning. They recognize the first shoots of new energy. They also recognize when the time for rest and restoration has arrived. They adjust their lives accordingly, working with their nature rather than against it. This is not passivity, it is practical wisdom. When you honor your seasons, you stop wasting energy fighting yourself. You begin moving with your deeper rhythm, and life becomes more natural and less exhausting. How do we begin listening to these inner seasons? How do we become more sensitive to our own rhythm? The practice begins in a way that is both simple and profound. Each evening, as the day begins to settle, take one quiet moment. Find a place where you can sit without interruption. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Then ask yourself one gentle question. Which season did I live today? Do not think about it too hard. Let the answer appear naturally, like a fish rising through still water. If you felt creative, open, and ready to begin, if ideas were forming or something new was asking for your attention, then spring was moving within you. If you felt active, expressive, connected, and able to share your energy with others, then it was summer. If you found yourself reflecting, completing unfinished matters, learning from experience, or letting go of what was no longer needed, then it was autumn. If you rested, withdrew, or felt a deep need for quiet and solitude, if your energy naturally turned inward like an animal preparing for winter, then winter was present. There is no correct answer. There is no wrong season. There is only observation, without judgment. Some days may contain several seasons. Spring may appear in the morning. Summer may arrive during the afternoon. Autumn may be felt in the quiet of evening. Other days may remain in one season from beginning to end. Both are natural. This is the Taoist practice of observing without interfering, watching without immediately trying to change what you see. It is like sitting beside a window and noticing clouds moving through the sky. You do not try to hurry them. You do not ask them to remain. You do not decide that one cloud is better than another. You simply witness their movement with curiosity and acceptance. As you continue this practice, something begins to change. You start to notice patterns. You may discover that certain days bring more outward energy. You may notice that late afternoons often invite reflection. You may realize that quiet periods are well suited to reading, planning, or deeper thought, while more energetic periods support collaboration, conversation, and expression. Once you know which season you are in, you can adjust your life with greater wisdom. During winter periods, you may reduce unnecessary commitments and allow more time for rest. You may choose a quiet evening instead of another obligation. During spring, you may finally begin the project or personal change that has been waiting. Summer may become a natural time for cooperation, meetings, family activity, and sharing your work. Autumn may invite organization, reflection, completion, and release. This does not mean that your external circumstances must perfectly match your inner season. That is rarely possible. Work continues. Families still need care. Responsibilities remain. But small adjustments can honor your natural rhythm. It may mean choosing an early night when your body needs winter rest. It may mean beginning a long-delayed project when spring energy appears. It may mean accepting that a desire for solitude is not rejection of others. It may simply be seasonal. Over time, the practice becomes more refined. You begin to sense transitions before they fully arrive, like feeling a change in the air before the weather turns. You learn to prepare for winter by creating space for rest, and to welcome spring by removing unnecessary obstacles from your path. Your inner seasons are not problems to solve. They are teachers. Each one offers something necessary for your growth and well-being. Spring teaches the courage of beginning. It brings creativity, movement, and the willingness to plant something in uncertain ground. Summer reveals your ability to contribute, connect, and share what has grown within you. Autumn teaches reflection. It shows you how to gather wisdom, complete what is unfinished, and release what no longer belongs. Winter gives the profound gift of rest. It restores what activity has spent, and in its silence, a quiet strength begins to grow.